Fuck this game, fuck this game, fuck this game, it can suck my dick.
Hey folks, Adam here and welcome to another GameX review. Today we'll be looking at Watch This by Civil Savages. This first-person action horror platformer will have you on the edge of your seat, followed by throwing it against a wall and then laying in the fetal position in the corner, sobbing quietly to yourself. Unless you've watched the little explainer trailer before playing this game, you won't have the strongest grasp on what's actually going on. The idea is that you're trapped in a labyrinth floating through space. Very important that it's in space. It's a space labyrinth. You're the featured player trying to complete the labyrinth by making your way past deadly traps, monsters, and fast food. All for the entertainment of the viewers, because it's actually a game show and you're the contestant. Judging only from my understanding of the gameplay I experienced, your family, this handsome Halloween lineup, are the cause for you being there. As you play, you come across these screens. By picking up money as you traverse the labyrinth, you can afford gifts for your family, thus pleasing them, I guess? I know, right? Woof. Don't you f***ing ever forget to get us Christmas presents again. But enough of the plot, because when you get into it, you're the only person that matters. You spawn in some pod-like room where once you walk out, you're greeted with a certain scene. Each start of the game spawns you in a different location, but it's all the one labyrinth. Your controls are straightforward, while certain parts of the map will hinder movement, from conveyor belts resting over spike traps to blue arrows that launch you across or over terrain. The labyrinth is full of surprises. As you play, you'll come across some non-branded fast food products. Coffee acts as a med kit, healing you from any damage you may have taken, while burgers act as a distraction. Just like in real life. But a distraction from what? How about you experience this as I did? Monsters! Oh lordy loose, some crazy monsters! As if the buzzsaw active wall and spike traps coming from the ceiling weren't enough, now you got naked guys, TV monsters, and werewolves? All of whom want to see what your insides are made of. It's burgers. Getting from room to room varies in difficulty. Some act as a hall to get to other doors or simply have an arrow helping you to get to different platforms, while others have a tightrope walk over instant killing waters or adrenaline-fueled platforming jumping over the heads of scary monsters below. Truth time, I am not great with horror games. While others can acknowledge the fact it's just a game, I can't separate myself from the person I'm playing and run like a little bitch in the opposite direction of loud moving noises, which, by the way, is riddled throughout this fucking game. The atmosphere and sounds make this game the heart-pounding experience that it is. Not only do all enemy AIs scream at you when they see you, but tense music and footsteps of impending doom also follow suit. Hiding is a mechanic in this game, though it's quite simplistic. Unlike most modern age horror games, Watch This does not come with lockers you can hide in or beds to jump under. The only way to end a chase is to lose the scary thing chasing you. That being, keep running through hallways with twists and turns, jump over impassable terrain like water or walls, or simply lead them to an active mine that can fortunately tell the difference between you and the threat. I hope you don't mind being dead. Yeah, good one, me! After dealing with the threat, in any means that you choose, you can go to where they were blocking and progress. If you're ever somehow confused with if/when you're seen or being followed, this eye in the top center of the screen will open if you're detected and closed if not. It doesn't work similar to games like Skyrim, where it moderately opens depending on your status of being detected. Open or closed. Detected, not detected. However, if you're somewhat cautious about the potential of an enemy being ahead, you can always listen. Watch This takes advantage of one of the best mechanics, in my opinion, that a horror game can have: forcing the player to listen. By being attentive with sound, you can track enemy movement and hear if death stalks the hallway ahead. But by doing so, you're also in a high alert state. While listening for something else, you may be suddenly spotted by another threat, throwing you into an immediate emotional limbo as your brain registers danger and your hands struggle to point you in safety's direction. On top of the earlier mentioned ambience and sounds that come from the game, you can't help but feel on the razor's edge while playing. As I last mentioned, there is another screen in the game that kind of baffles me. You activate it and are met with this interface. You can click to uncover two tiles, each with a passive or active effect behind it that can be used through an appointed mouse click. I'm unsure if they can be replaced. Once you've completed it the first time, you can't seem to use the screen again, so it's total RNG as to what you get the very first time and how useful any of them can actually be. A downside to this game is the sudden drop in atmosphere when a chase comes to an end. Don't get me wrong, the relief is well welcomed, but there are other players braver than me, and I can imagine that when you're chased, you'd like the AI to be unpredictable. Maybe some can jump, maybe others couldn't see you if you stop moving, something along those lines. Adding a new layer of this to the game. Also, if something like a locker or terrain usable storage could be used to hide in, it might increase a sense of panic when chased, making the player think, is it worth this shot or not in the actual moment. Other than that, you just kind of keep running till you hop over something that they can't. It's not so much that what the game has now is bad, just there's room for modern improvement. However, these notes could be easily tossed aside because I can only get so far into the labyrinth, and for all I know, more mobs and terrain with special interactions lie ahead. The game is currently in early access. However, from my playthrough, other than those few ideas noted, nothing seems too out of the ordinary or needs exceptional tweaking. Why do I keep saying exceptional? My life. Exceptional tweaking. Overall, this was a true horror game for me. Forcing you to focus on terrain and listening for enemies means you can't just detach yourself and soldier your way straight through it. An intense yet fun game to play or watch. And I honestly wouldn't be surprised if again, like Human Fall Flat, big named YouTubers add this to their Let's Play list. Thank you for watching this review, folks. As always, if you'd like to check out our other videos, you can click up here. And if you'd like to subscribe. I am on the ball today. You can click down here and subscribe to GameX. Also, GameX.io Alpha is motherfucking here. So please go check this amazing website out and you won't be disappointed. A game recommendation website that uses your previous gaming history and gamer tags to find the next game for you to enjoy. Love.
Fuck this game, fuck this game, fuck this game. It can suck my dick.